And your name, sir?
It's C.D. Witherspoon.
And how are you feeling about, you're here for Troy Davis. The execution is set for 7 o'clock tonight. So what are your feelings today?
Well, again,
CD?
fundamentally, I oppose the death penalty. So from just a fundamental basis. So I think that from a moral standpoint, this is wrong. But I think that with so many people recounting their statements in relationship to this particular case, it just makes it all the more egregious. It makes it a crime against humanity. And I am praying, quite frankly, for our nation and even the people who will have to pull the execution switch, because these people, quite frankly, we feel are executing an innocent man. And we're calling upon the consciousness of our nation, even until the very last minute, to ensure that they do the right thing, and that is not to execute this man. It looks as if though it's scheduled for 7 o'clock, but we believe in a higher power, and we believe that all things are possible. So we're just praying and hoping that something should happen, something supernatural to stop this execution.
Thanks so much, Courtney.
Thank you. No problem. Thank you for all that you do.
Okay, buddy.
Don't take your camera over there.
Okay, and your name, sir?
My name is David Anthony Wiggins.
Charge me as a terrorist.
And Mr. Wiggins, why are you here tonight?
I'm here to support people who want to stop the execution of Troy Davis. They don't want Georgia to kill an innocent man. And I'm here to support Troy
All I
Davis.
did is put a toilet outside.
And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the president of the Baltimore Black Think Tank, and in coalition with the All People's Congress and National Action Committee,
Your president pushes on this.
National Action Network, and others here, the SCLC. We're here to do this, and I'm here not only in that capacity, but as a candidate for the office of the president of the City Council in Baltimore City.
My truck is
And
gone.
how's that coming along?
Well, I run the primary last week, so I have to face Jack Young on the
How can you
8th
destroy evidence
of
in the trial?
November.
Ain't no different than giving him
And-
murder. You know what I'm saying?
And
You can't mistake.
with respect to Troy Davis,
You got 9
you consider this an outrage with all the people recanting their testimony, the former FBI chief saying there's a reasonable doubt.
Yes, I think it is an outrage. And
No different
there
than
is
Troy Davis.
reasonable
And
doubt.
they're doing it to us
And
systematically.
I do not support the death penalty because of the race issue within the death penalty. And the state has no power to take a life. It shouldn't have the power to take a
Yes,
life.
they is.
You know, so that's why I'm here.
Albert Camus said that the death penalty is premeditated murder by the state.
Yes, it is. It's state-sanctioned violence, and we see that all the time in the United States with police brutality. You know, this is just another form of state-sanctioned violence and brutality against an innocent man.
Anything else, Mr. Wiggins?
No, that's basically it. I'm just here to support the people.
Your name, sir?
Dr. Marvin Cheatham, president of the Greater Baltimore chapter of the National Action Network here in Baltimore City.
So, Doc, we're at the 11th hour now.
Unfortunately.
So what are your feelings about this whole matter of Troy Davis and the death penalty in general?
It shows very clearly why many of us in the civil rights family feel that we must continue to be opposed to the death penalty. Here you have a case that is clear. Other than circumstantial evidence, you don't have a weapon, you don't have DNA, you don't have forensics. 7 of the 9 witnesses have basically recounted or changed their story, but you're about to execute someone on the basis of that information. This is why we have to continue to be against the death penalty. We feel very sorry and definitely have our prayers for the family, because the family of the police officer lost their loved one. They had 2 children. You know, a great injustice has happened that this family has lost their loved one. But you don't send someone to the death penalty as a result of someone else having committed the crime. And this is the 11th hour. It does not look good at this point. The Attorney General in Chatham, Georgia, has indicated he's not going to review the case. Right now, the only thing that can be done is maybe the doctors won't inject him with the stuff that would take his life away. But right now, it does not look good, and we basically must continue to pray up and do all that we can.
And you know, the case was so egregious, Doc, that the former federal judge, William Sessions,
Former FBI chief,
yes, has come out and said, don't do it.
Former President of the United States, just so many people all over have looked at the information that is not there. It's not an argument of total guilt or innocence. That's not the argument here. The argument is you're about to send someone to death on the basis of little to no information. So we're going to stand here as long as we can. We hope it doesn't happen, but right now it does not look good. But God answers prayers. God, are you listening? Because we need you.
Now, in my lifetime of observing the criminal justice system, I don't recall anybody that had deep pockets that was charged with homicide that went to the...
The rich are not executed. And it's clear he didn't have the best type of representation that was possible. You don't want to basically cast aspersions on the attorney that represented, but some mistakes were made. But it's clear when you have the economic resources, the rich are not executed. The poor are. And it's sad that not only are the poor, but also folks that are browner than most.
Yeah. Anything else, Doc?
Just I would continue to pray. I got involved in this in the summer of 2009. This will heighten up my involvement with Eddie Marshall Conway case. He's not up for death penalty, but Eddie's been in jail since the 70s. Similar situation. One person fingered him, and that's the evidence that they use. So we're encouraging folks to contact us. Eddie Marshall Conway case goes on, but we're still praying for Troy Davis.
Thanks so much, Doc.
Thank you.